What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be going through the top 5 colors that you can use to catch crappie. These 5 colors I'm going to lay out for you are the ones you got to have in your box at all times. Anytime you go out to catch crappie, you need to have these 5 colors in your tackle box. These are my 5 personal favorites that I have with me at all times, and I've caught many different fish with all these colors. Now, for number 5, you're going to want to stick around for number 1 because this number 1 catches them every day, all different conditions: cloudy, sunny, rainy, dirty, muddy, clear. Number 1 you got to have for sure. It just straight up works. So stick around and see what number 1 is. That way you can have it in your tackle box so when you get out there and you can catch them. For number 5, I like a darker colored bait here. I like to use this in muddy or high vegetation water where it's almost that tannic look to it, not super clear. And that is, if you can see it here, this purple with the blue flake. I believe it's called a midnight blue. Looks just like this here, this color here. It just works. It draws their attention. For whatever reason, this color, it works really good, especially when it's cloudy. I've had a lot of luck with these when it's cloudy with those flakes in there. Use this primarily in dirty water, and you're going to pull them. You're going to catch them. You're going to put them in the boat. This color right here is a great color to use. Number 4, this color here, this blue and the white two-tone. This color right here works in clear water. Amazing. It will work in tannic water too, where it's kind of got that dark bottom, but when you have your lure in the water, you can kind of see it maybe 3, 4, 5 feet deep, but when he gets towards the bottom, it gets really dark, because he got a lot of vegetation. This color absolutely shines in those conditions. Whether it's sunny, whether it's cloudy, this is going to work for you. This just looks like a natural minnow down there, like what they're looking for. Preferably use this in the spring or fall when you want that natural color look to it. This is what's going to pull them in. This is the blue with the white back or white tail to it, two-tone. This guy works great. Number 3. So for number 3, I got another two-toned one, but it's more of half and half. Now I got the black with the gold. There's no flakes in this. This works great in muddy water, in stained water. This thing's gonna straight up catch them, especially if it's in a not active day. If you're having a hard time catching them, you're gonna want to use this color right here. This black and the gold. It gives off that nice little flash with the gold, but also it's very presentable in the water with it being a darker color. The crappie can see it. Not a whole lot to it, just gold bottom here with the black on top, and it just straight up catches them. I love using this color in the fall. It does work in the spring when it's cloudy and rainy, but in the fall this thing seems to shine for me. Number 2, I got the electric chicken. That's the green with the pink, the green body with the pink tail. This color just seems to work in all conditions, all times of the year. Middle of summer when it's hot and the sun's blaring down and you're having a hard time catching anything at all, this guy just comes out of nowhere and it's doing its thing. It's getting the job done. I highly recommend that you have this in your bag and almost always have this color tied on, because this is what's going to catch a lot of fish, especially in the summer when the fish aren't biting it. For whatever reason, it just sticks out. So when the crappie aren't just feeding on their You know, they're not actively feeding all the time. I mean, they gotta eat. Their metabolism's still going. It's hot out. But for whatever reason, this color seems to stick out a little bit better than the natural colors and all the other colors I've used. This is the green body here. Got the pink tail. It's got a little silver flake in it. All time of the day, all times of the day. This guy should be on. You should have this on a jig at all times, ready to go. And finally, we have gotten to number one. This is the go-to color for every angler that has fished for crappie for a long time knows that this color just straight up works. It catches them, it gets them all. You can never really go wrong. It doesn't matter where you are, what time, the conditions, the type of water. This color just works, man. And I throw this color every time I go out. This color will catch those crappie every single time. It works. And that is the orange with the chartreuse tail. Orange with the chartreuse tail. For whatever reason, man, those crappie, they just love that orange color. I like this one where the body has little flakes, just so when it's cloudy and stuff, it gives it a little bit more of that bang. The chartreuse tail, man, you really can't beat it. This really does work all the time. You're gonna catch fish with that. It does the job. It's amazing how good this color works. I would highly recommend you have this on at all times too. At least throw this every single spot you're trying to catch a fish. You're tossing a lure around. Toss this guy around. This is one of the best things that you can throw, and you're gonna put fish in the boat. Well, hey everyone, I appreciate you sticking around looking at my top five. I'm going to have the Crappie Magnet is what I use. I'm going to have a link to that in my description. They're super cheap. They're durable. You're going to catch a ton of fish with just a single one. There is a variety pack on Amazon. It's like $17, but it's going to catch you a ton of fish, ton of different colors. I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that. I just love their product, and it it just straight up works for me. So I highly recommend you have that in your arsenal ready to use because it's going to straight up catch you fish. I do use ultralight tackle. I use St. Croix rod. I use anywhere from 7 foot to 7.5 feet, all the way down to 6 foot. I really like my Shimano Static 1000 series reel, but you can use pretty much any reel that you have. The Luz makes some very cheap reels that work excellent. I know a lot of people prefer to use monofilament for crappie fishing. For me personally, I like my braid. I've always loved braid. That's what I use. So I use 10-pound braid. It's very thin diameter, so I get great casting distance. And I use a 4-pound monofilament leader. And you can tie long leaders on it. I don't get those line twist. I got a lot of sensitivity. I got with the ultralight rod, I'm being able to keep the fish, hold on to them with that fight. They're not shaking. That's just the way I go. And I got that linked in the description too, my exact setup of what I use. Now, if you want to get out there and catch these fish, you need these 5 colors here. These will work every single time. I'm just out here, on my fishing adventure, and just sharing my experiences with you guys, hoping that maybe you can learn something and take it home with you, and you can get out there and catch more fish too. So I really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much, and I hope you guys have a great day. See ya.